Coming up on the Daily O, unexpected details in a murder case have been revealed.
And Oklahoma lawmakers comment on a devastating situation. All of this and more is coming up. The Daily O starts now.
I'm Shay Falconer.
And I'm William Manzel. We're glad you're with us. A multi-agency investigation is underway after a 13-year-old boy was arrested for allegedly killing a 31-year-old woman. The Oklahoma State Bureau of Investigation says police responded to a call in Colbert, Oklahoma about a deceased individual. After arriving on the scene, the investigators have determined that Mallory Clayton had died from homicide. Police say the suspect in this case headed south to the Texas-Oklahoma border. The 13-year-old was met by Grayson County deputies who arrested the boy on murder charges. The identity of the suspect has not been released as a court date has not yet been set.
While the world watched the news unfold about the attacks in Iran, Oklahoma lawmakers are weighing in. Lawmakers collectively agree with the fact that Iran was a threat to the United States. Representative Stephanie Bice says that for 47 years, the Iranian people have been living under a dictatorship, and now they're free. Senator James Lankford says he is praying for Iranian citizens in the state of Oklahoma and all across the world who are innocent during this terrible phase. Lankford also says, "Our problem is not with the people of Iran. The people of Iran are not the issue. It's the regime that they live under, and they oppressed their own people."
Oklahoma County Commissioners are showing support for new property tax legislation. Cleveland County Commissioner Jacob McHugh said that property taxes need to be cut for everyone in Oklahoma. These taxes have not been changed in the state since 1938. McHugh says that the change needs to happen quickly. Right now, the exemption is set at $1,000, but the bill that is yet to be passed would raise that to $5,000. Home prices have increased 3 to 5 times in the last 40 years, which is now blocking some individuals from purchasing a home. More commissioners have come out to support this bill, and a decision will come in the next couple of months.
The Department of Public Safety is requesting over $25 million for new troopers and equipment. The DPS is currently sitting at 760 troopers and says it would need up to 1,300 to ensure 24/7 coverage of all Oklahoma counties. This request comes at a bad time as Oklahoma lawmakers are saying that there's a budget crisis and that it's going to be hard to find the money. The reason why? Oklahoma could end up owing the Trump administration over $1 billion due to new requirements surrounding things such as SNAP and Medicaid. Commissioner Tim Tipton made a plea for the money in January and has yet to hear back from other officials at this time.
When disaster hits, home safety routes for pets are hard to come by. The Department of Health is making sure people know how to help. Citizens from around the state gathered at the ODH headquarters to learn new safety routes for pets when severe weather strikes. The training was hosted by the organization known as SMART. Oklahoma's Small Animal Response Team Vice President Patty Maness says that people need to learn how to help their pets in a time of need. Tornado season is coming up in Oklahoma, so taking the necessary precautions to protect your pets can be life and death. After this training, attendees can now use what they learned to train others. Well, it's another week of events here in Stillwater, and that means we've got Aaron Stinson in the studio with our week preview. Aaron?
Yeah, well, starting with tomorrow night, folk musician Jonah Kagan is live at Beer City Music Hall in Oklahoma City at 8. Then on Wednesday night, the Magic City Hippies are live also at Beer City at 8. And finally, on Thursday night, All Them Witches are rocking the Tower Theater in OKC at 8. Well, that's all I got for this week. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Aaron. It was a cold and dry day here in Stillwater, but what can we expect tonight? Let's check in with Macy Strain, who has the evening forecast. Macy?
Yeah, guys, looking at the current conditions for today, as of right now, it's about 49 outside, and we have a real feel of 49 degrees. We have a little bit of wind coming out of the east at about 3 miles per hour. And if we take a look at our live shot across campus, we can see that it is really cloudy out. You know, we might be seeing some more storms tonight, but more on that later. I'll go ahead and send it back to the desk.
Thanks, Macy. All right. When we return, how OSU IT nursing program students go above and beyond.
And how OSU continues to shoot for the stars. The Daily O returns right after this.
Hi, welcome to Sugar Llamas.
Well, I'm the owner of Sugar Llamas here in Stillwater. My name is Chad O'Rourke. We want to create a customer-centric culture and create an experience for our customers when they come in. Our ice cream in particular, you can get it other places, but I'm only aware of like one other place besides the Sugar Llama in the state of Oklahoma that you can get it. We actually ship it in from up north, but when it comes to our coffee, you cannot get Sugar Llama coffee anywhere else in the world. You might find a blend similar to it, but you're not going to get Sugar Llama coffee anywhere but a Sugar Llama. It is proprietary to us. We really actually want to get more involved within our community. It's not just about making money, but it's about serving our community and becoming a part of the community here.
Ace in the Bowl salsa started many years ago. I was trying to find a recipe to take to a family gathering, and so I started messing around with different recipes, and I took a little bit from here and a little bit from there, and I came up with a salsa that is truly unique. Ace in the Bowl salsa is an olive oil based salsa with tomatoes, green chilies, green onions, and black olives. There's no sugar added, it's gluten free, low calorie, low carb, low fat, low sodium. So it's a very good alternative to any snack you may want. As of right now, I'm just looking to be in Oklahoma and having a successful business within the state. If my grandkids could ever take it over when they're old enough, that would be my dream.
All graduates from OSU's nursing program are on track to pass the National Council licensure exam for registered nurses. According to Jody Campbell, the OSU IT Assistant Dean for Health and Sciences and Director of Nursing, they're likely to meet this benchmark for 2025 graduates, with just one student left to test. Campbell attributes the graduates' high pass rate to the nursing program's top-notch faculty. The OSU IT Registered Nursing Program is recognized by the Accreditation Commission for Education in Nursing.
Get ready, the Cowboys are going to space as the OSU Cowboy Space Program launches test model rockets. These launches are a part of a new Cowboy Rocket Works team, and this team consists of students involved in competitions to see whose model rocket goes the highest. The group's best rocket launched 24,000 feet into the sky at an astounding 1,600 miles per hour. They even have won the Argonia Cup 4 times since being founded in 2016.
Well, conditions in Stillwater have been dry lately, but will that continue through the week? Macy Strain's back in the Weather Center to show us what conditions look like across the state. Macy?
Yeah, guys, we have been seeing some dry weather, but that's going to change heading into the week. Right now, we just kind of have some cloud coverage moving across the state, and that's going to continue into the evening. But as we move into tomorrow, we are going to see some storms start popping up around the state, and we're going to see them mainly start popping up in the southern region of the state in that Lawton area, and then we're going to see them move up into the northern part of the state. And tomorrow is when Stillwater, we might be seeing a little bit of showers into tomorrow evening. And then if we move into Wednesday, that's when we're going to see some bigger storms kind of up in the Panhandle, up in that northwest area of the state come in and move across. And we're going to see pretty much scattered storms throughout all day Wednesday and into the evening. But here's some things I think you guys need to look out for. Like I said, those rainstorms, be ready, have your umbrellas ready to get to class. Those storms are coming in. High wind speeds. With these rainstorms, we are going to be seeing some more high wind speeds across the state, and we are going to be seeing some fluctuating temperatures, but more on that in the 7-day. I'll go ahead and send it back to the desk.
All right, Macy. When we return, war has begun in Iran.
And the supreme leader of Iran is confirmed dead. The Daily O returns right after this.
We would design something, it was set on the counter, and people was either, if enough of them said, you know, this isn't it, it never made to the line. Dad was excited that They're all original. They were all designed on Mom's kitchen table, and it gets in your blood after a while.
We're very happy that Pamela and Michael have taken over the business and kept the family going.
We took the business over in 2017. When we found that it was available, we wanted to keep the legacy of family alive, but it was also incredible products that deserved to be a part of Made in Oklahoma's story. We were a part of Made in Oklahoma years ago, and so it kind of grew as Made in Oklahoma grew.
Oklahoma is ingrained into everything that we did. We've been here most of our life. That's what we entailed our whole business on, was the Oklahoma homegrown feeling.
Deep Fork Foods started in 2014. We started off with our nut products, and now we produce everything from jarred products to cookie mixes and pancake mixes and dried products for people, as well as our spice blends. Now we produce over 168 different products for ourselves and about 20 to 30 other companies in Oklahoma.
I'm Cindy Stewart. I'm one of the owners of Deep Fork Foods. We've gone from just making our own stuff and doing just small things to being able to co-pack and work with other companies and individuals within Oklahoma and across the United States as well.
I'm just really thankful for the journey that we've had so far and really look forward to the future where we're taking Deep Fork Foods and being able to provide more value for Oklahoma and its economy, as well as all the people within the state.
I love the opportunities that being in a food business provides. I absolutely love sharing food and good stories with people, so this just gives us another connection. And I can't wait to see where this path takes us with it.
War has come to the Middle East following a coordinated U.S.-Israeli strike on Iran over the weekend. On February 28th, a coordinated strike between the U.S. and Israel saw the destruction of multiple military and defense installations across Iran. However, numerous civilian targets were also hit by Israeli bombs, including an all-girls elementary school in Manab, a city in southern Iran, killing over 100. President Trump has said that the joint attacks were aimed at eliminating imminent threats from the Iranian regime. Iran has responded with force following the strikes, launching missiles at multiple U.S. military installations in numerous Gulf Arab states, including Qatar, Kuwait, the United Arab Emirates, and Bahrain. The death toll has risen to at least 555 people. We will be providing more updates as the situation continues over the coming days.
More on Iran as Iranian Supreme Leader Ayatollah Khomeini is confirmed to have been killed over the weekend. Khomeini reigned over Iran for 36 years before his death from the U.S. airstrikes on February 28th. The news was first announced by President Trump on social media before being confirmed by Iranian state TV. His death leaves open a power vacuum between two political factions, the Revolutionary Guard, which seeks to maintain power after the death of their leader, and the growing civilian factions that have protested for greater freedom in Iran over the past few months. While President Trump has voiced support for the protesters, there is no clear pathway for the installation of a replacement regime amidst the ongoing conflict.
Rights to gun ownership may be expanding in a new Supreme Court case. Alexis Trindle has more in our political pulse. Alexis.
That's right, Shay. The Supreme Court seems to be reacting positively to a case challenging the restriction of firearms from drug users. The law made in 1968 bars any unlawful user from owning a firearm with a felony punishment of up to 15 years in prison. Ali Daniel Hemani, an alleged consumer of marijuana, challenged the federal government to prove that his use of marijuana made him a danger to society. Conservative Justice Amy Coney Barrett spoke in support of Hemani, asking, "What is the government's evidence that using marijuana a couple times a week makes someone dangerous?" It is likely that the Supreme Court will rule in favor of Hemani's case, reflecting the current administration's more relaxed policy on the recreational use of drugs such as marijuana. That's all I have in today's political pulse. Back to you guys at the desk.
Tragedy in Austin this weekend as a shooting claimed the lives of 2 people and injured 14 more. The shooter, 53-year-old Njaga Diagne, was a naturalized U.S. citizen from Senegal. Diagne was wearing a Property of Allah sweatshirt and had numerous items of pro-Islamic paraphernalia in his car, which authorities said, quote, indicate a potential nexus of terrorism. The violence took place outside of Buford's, a popular beer garden in the heart of Austin, only a few miles from the University of Texas at Austin's campus. Diagne is reported to have first fired from his vehicle using a handgun before exiting with a rifle, firing on bar patrons and fleeing passersby until the officers engaged the shooter, resulting in his death.
The White House has sent in a new proposal to open up the Department of Homeland Security. Congressional Democrats on Friday said they received a counteroffer from the White House to end the partial government shutdown that has continued since February 14th. Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer stated, "We have received the White House's counteroffer and are reviewing it closely. Democrats remain committed to keep fighting for real reform to rein in ICE and stop the violence." Despite the ongoing shutdown, most DHS employees are deemed essential and continue to work with partial pay, though some in agencies like the TSA, Coast Guard, and FEMA may be forced to work without pay if the shutdown continues. Cowgirl basketball finished off their regular season on a high. Alyssa Brandon is in the Sports Corner when we return.
My name's Dennis Abernathy. Lived here since 1968, and I consider myself one of Stillwater's oldest original family jewelers. Here at Dennis the Jeweler, we're more about personal service. My father always told me that anybody can sell the jewelry, and what we're doing is completely different, learning to do the repair work. That is one thing that will keep your business alive, because anybody can sell it, but not anybody can fix it. To me, jewelry is very, very personal. Every piece of jewelry has its own story, and I get to hear hundreds of stories from my clients, which I love to hear. There's always a story with it. I mean, you buy a piece of jewelry for a show of appreciation, a sign of love. There are a lot of different aspects for jewelry when you purchase it.
My wife lived east of here, about 35, 40 miles, something like that, over at Lamont. I was dating her from over at Alba when we were going to college. I knew about the well then. It was a great well. It was great water. I'd stop there, stick my head under it, wake up, drive on home, that kind of thing. And people talked about bottling this water. And so that's why I started thinking about doing that. And so in 2003, the property come up for sale. And so we started working on that, had the opportunity to buy it. The hopes are when folks drink our water is that they'll drink it for a few days and find out the difference. They'll start feeling better because there's been no chemical in our water. There's a list of good things that we have. We don't have any bad things in it. This company means a lot to me because I guess we started it from scratch. And to be able to have it where it's at today, I don't see this as the end at all. I see the future of Divine Water as being worldwide, which will bring outside dollars into the state. It means a lot to me because I started it, I guess, and our family started it.
Welcome back to the Daily O and welcome into the Sports Corner. I'm Alyssa Brandon. Now let's see what's going on in sports. Cowgirl basketball finished out their regular season in style with a home victory on senior night. The Cowgirls completed the chalk sweep on Saturday, beating the Kansas Jayhawks 70-56. They started off with a strong 14-5 run in the first quarter, led by Amari Whiting and Jaden Wooten. Then in the third, Achol Akot stepped up, scoring 12 of her 18 points all inside of the paint. At home, the Pokes finished 16-1 this season and 33-2 in the past 2 seasons. And then a quick senior shout out to OSU as OSU celebrated Haley Timmer, Micah Gray, and Wilney Joseph. The Pokes are heading to Kansas City for the Big 12 championship this weekend as the 4th seed. Cowboy baseball brought out the brooms this weekend. Oklahoma State completed a series sweep over Sam Houston. The Pokes scored a total 26 runs against the Bearcats, with Saturday's 20-0 run rule win highlighting the weekend. The offense was aggressive at bat with 6 homers, but it was OSU pitcher Ethan Lund who sealed it. The left-hander struck out 14 Bearcats over 6 shutout innings and just earned a Big 12 Pitcher of the Week honors. Yesterday's 1-0 win was thanks to an RBI from Ezra Essex. The Cowboys are riding a 7-game win streak as they improve to 8-3 overall. Now they return to Obrate tomorrow for a 4 p.m. game versus Missouri State. Staying on the diamond, it was a stacked weekend for OSU softball. They started out with a doubleheader against Southeast Missouri on Friday, then fell to Nebraska on Saturday 4-3, followed by a run rule win over South Dakota State on Sunday. Macy Strain is on the weather wall today, but was at Cowgirl Stadium on Friday with a recap of the win over Southeast Missouri.
Well, the Oklahoma State Cowgirls were not satisfied with their win last night against number 4 Nebraska. They came in today ready to get another one. They take down the Red Hawks 8-0 in a run rule victory.
The Cowgirls opened up their Friday doubleheader with a dominant win over the Southeast Missouri State Red Hawks. The Cowgirls barely had to break a sweat as they run-ruled the Red Hawks in 5 innings. Riley Crandall dominated from the pitcher's circle as she pitched all 5 innings and only gave up 2 hits. The Cowgirls opened up the first inning scoring 2 runs, but majority of the scoring came from the 3rd inning where the Pokes scored 5. This was fueled by a 2-run triple from Gabby Castillo and a 2-run single from Audrey Schneidmiller. This 5-run inning is what sealed the game for the Cowgirls.
Well, that's not it for the Cowgirls. They're getting ready right now to play the Red Hawks again. Reporting from Cowgirl Stadium, Macy Strain.
Per usual, OSU Athletics stayed busy all over the continent this weekend. Starting off on the hardwood, the Parsifallis Cowboy basketball fell to the Cincinnati Bearcats 91-68. But Cowgirl Track and Field placed 3rd in the Big 12 Indoor Championships, led by Bilajep Kirui, who earned the High Point Award after winning both the mile and the 1,000-meter. On the pitch, Cowgirl Soccer started off their spring season with a 10-0 victory over Southern Nazarene. Then yesterday, Cowgirl Tennis beat Cincinnati 4-1 at the Greenwood Tennis Center. Cowboy golfers are currently down in Mexico for the Cabo Collegiate, sitting at 2nd place after 2 rounds. Finally, OSU hockey dominated in Bedlam, winning 13-2. Well, that's a look at today's sports headlines, but don't go anywhere. One week at a time, a business is providing unexpected career opportunities. Cheyenne will have it right after this.
I'm Travis Taylor. I'm the general manager for the Hotel Indigo Tulsa Downtown. I have a real good understanding of the food scene in Tulsa, and I've loved to see the way it's evolved over the years, and I'm glad to be part of it.
My name's Kevin Kyle. I'm the executive chef. I started here, the idea was to do something local. Everything that we try to do has Oklahoma products.
Tulsa is a big oil boom when we were the oil capital in the early 1900s. How Route 66 put Tulsa on the map. And the menu around that was, well, what would an oil worker take out in their lunchbox? That's how Prospect kind of came from.
We never get crazy busy, so we can do a lot of different things with food. And we do things like wine dinners and have local dinners. We have a private dining room that people can come.
I think being at the heart of the old Route 66 has kind of weighed into us getting a lot of different things brought in from different areas of the United States. When I taste something on our menu for the first time, the first thing I go is, that's Tulsa.
My name's Kayla. I've been here since the beginning, so 4 years. Scratch is more focused on farm and mostly made in Oklahoma products, keeping it local. Sustainability is our biggest thing. That's one of the reasons why this place opened.
I've been the chef here at Scratch for 2.5 years. Started here as a line cook. Our food and drinks are a bit separate entities almost inside the restaurant. So the food is now up to 85% of the products we bring in are raised or grown locally. It's all based off of things that I grew up eating in southern Oklahoma, things my grandparents ate.
Fresh food, clean food, organic food, sustainability, that's all of our thing. From front of house to back of house, we're able to maintain both with freshness. But made in Oklahoma means we get it straight from the farms that are 20, 30 minutes, another little county away. We get it straight from them.
The Stars had quite a show last night for the annual Actor Awards in Los Angeles. Abby Walston has that and more in our A-List update. Abby?
Yeah, well, the 2026 Actor Awards have come and gone. Formerly known as the Screen Actors Guild Awards, or the SAG Awards, the Actor Awards rebranded to match their iconic green statuette. It was an emotion-filled night for everyone, but the entire audience got teary-eyed after the late Catherine O'Hara won the award for Outstanding Performance by a Female Actor in a Comedy Series. The show's creator, Seth Rogen, accepted the award on her behalf, sharing that, quote, "We were lucky that we got to live in a world where she so generously shared her talents with us." Other notable wins came for the blockbuster movie Sinners, with Michael B. Jordan winning Outstanding Performance by a Male Actor in a Lead Role, and for Outstanding Performance by a Cast in a Motion Picture. And finally, Harrison Ford accepted a Lifetime Achievement Award presented by Woody Harrelson. Well, that's all I have for your A's update. Back to you at the desk.
One shop in New Jersey is not only selling candles, but also smiles. A Cheerful Giver is a family-owned candle company located in New Jersey. And while each candle is made with high-quality wax, the thing that makes this company stand out is who makes them. The company partners with adults with special needs to make each candle. The workers get to have fun and make something meaningful while being a part of something. A Cheerful Giver has partnered with Career Opportunity Development, Inc. to give individuals with special needs the opportunity to contribute, earn, and belong.
From audiobooks that speak to you to a good book that hits the plot, today is bound to make you smile. Today we celebrate National Read Across America Day. This day is focused on children and youth across the country reading. Each year, National Read Across America Day is celebrated on Dr. Seuss's birthday. Many people celebrate today by reading some of his famous novels. You can participate by rereading your favorite book or going down to the library and finding a new favorite. Share with us by posting with the hashtag National Read Across America Day.
Well, before we go, let's go back to the Weather Center where Macy Strain has our 7-day forecast. Macy.
Yeah, guys, so today we had that high at around 51 and that low at about 49. And looking into tomorrow, we're going to have that high at 82 and that low at about 52. And I talked about those fluctuating temperatures, and that's what we're going to see on Wednesday. That low drop from the 80s down to 68, or that high at 68 and that low at 46. And then moving into Thursday and Friday, we're going to see those highs in the high 70s and those lows anywhere in the 50s to the low 60s. And then moving into Saturday, we'll see that high be at about 66 and that low at about 42, and then moving into Sunday, it'll warm back up a little bit with that high in the low 70s and that low in the 40s. But let's bring it over to the desk.
Thank you, Macy. Now, guys, today's National Read Across America Day. Maybe more about kids reading, but I want to talk about our favorite books. You know, lately I read a good one. I read The Way to Rainy Mountain by N. Scott Momaday. Messes with a lot of the form of a book. It's very interesting. And Melissa, what about you?
Honestly, I'm not the biggest reader, but what I do read is the Bible, so I'm going to go with that one.
Right.
So.
Yeah, I think my all-time favorite, I'm like big on sci-fi fantasy, but my all-time favorite book has to be Hunger Games Mockingjay. Out of the three, I think it's the best, and I have reread that series so many times.
I support that.
It's so good. What about you, Macy?
My favorite book is called The Noticer. It's by Andy Andrews. It's very like perspective, very look at life differently. It's really good.
Interesting. Well, all right. That's a look at today's headlines. Thank you for joining us.
Make sure to check out the Daily tomorrow and the rest of the week for the latest happening here in Stillwater and across the state. For the Daily, I'm Shay Faulkner.
And I'm William Manzel. Have a great night, everyone.
East of here, about 35, 40 miles, something like that, over at Lamont. I was dating her from over at Alva when we were going to college. I knew about the well then. It was a great well. It was great water. I'd stop there, stick my head under it, wake up, drive on home, that kind of thing. And people talked about bottling this water. And so that's why I started thinking about doing that. And so in 2003, the property come up for sale. And so we started working on that, had the opportunity to buy it. The hopes are when folks drink our water is that they'll drink it for a few days and find out the difference. They'll start feeling better because there's been no chemical in our water. There's a list of good things that we have. We don't have any bad things in it. This company means a lot to me because I guess we started it from scratch. And to be able to have it where it's at today, I don't see this as the end at all. I see the future of Divine Water as being worldwide, which will bring outside dollars into the state. It means a lot to me because I started it, I guess, and our family started it.
Thank you for coming to Stay and Play Pet Resort. This is where we can board your pet at any time for your convenience and make them feel at home. We have 5 different kennels for your pet. We have luxury suites that come with TV, camera, fireplace. The webcam is at your free. We have Kitty City where you can board your cat for multiple different prices. Stay and Play Pet Resort offers a free chauffeur service. If you go to Baker Animal Clinic, You can drop your pet off anywhere between 7:30 a.m. and no later than 8 a.m. Stay and Play Pet Resort offers a game day sports package. For $37,